Hey everybody, it's Jackson Lamb. Oh, the camera, shoot. Hey everybody, it's Chef Jackson Lamb. Hey, I'm in the garden today, and the farm. Let me turn over here a little bit. I want to spend a couple of minutes and talk about irrigation, all right? As I'm putting together my backyard garden, my urban farm, if you will, concerned with irrigation, I want to make sure that after all this expense of buying and planting my cucumbers and my tomatoes and my basil and my rosemary, I want to make sure that they're going to live. And so I want to share with you what we do here. You know, you can kind of see in the background, we are pretty green here. I've got an irrigation system that takes care of not only the entire lawn, but the same system ties into the garden system. So here's what I've got here. Just take this apart and show you. In this first container right here, these are just two sprinkler heads, bubblers, if you will. You know, when you buy these things, and I've got everything here to show you, these little spray heads deliver as much water as you probably need. It's pretty interesting, but you know, again, these are items that, this is an Ace Hardware item. This can be a Home Depot item. But in most of my containers, I've got about two of these little sprinkler heads, and that gets the job done. Got a couple of areas where I need more water. That's the next size up. This is more, again, this is going to be an external line that's going to deliver more water and give me more of a spraying capability. Hey, let's talk spraying versus bubbling, okay? When we talk about these, and I use the term bubbler, this doesn't spray water all over the place. Water bubbles out, and it keeps the soil moist. Tomatoes don't like that. Tomatoes would rather be groundwater or underneath watered, only because when we overhead spray them, they attract aphids, and that's not good. It eats up the leaves, and we don't get as good a yield. However, when we do need a spray, this is the one to use. You know, we're talking about irrigation, and we need to talk about sustainability, and we should have a quick chat about conservation. I pointed out my rosemary garden that I'm going to be extending. You know, I get this line here. I've got about 25 feet of line. It's not long enough. I got to go out and buy another 50 feet of line. But this little unit will pack enough water to completely service my potager. When the water gets there, that's where the rosemary is. We might have some basil in there. I don't want to use the bubblers. I don't want to use the overhead. This is drip line. And when I connect this to the black line, this is a dripper. So I'm going to run this around the perimeter of my rosemary and around some of my other herbs as well. And the delivery mechanism is there are just small holes right here. You can see this. And this will deliver a very small conservative amount of water. This is water, it's conservation, it's sustainability, and it's Chef Jackson Lamb.